Hey everybody, Nate Lee here, and I'm going to cover a topic that you probably had not expected to ever see a video on. I have not seen one about this before. It is how short should you cut your fingernails? Now, most people, if you've been playing long, you know that if you let your fingernails grow out too long, that you can't get the correct technique, that your fingers have to come in flat like this because otherwise the nails would contact the fingerboard and none of your finger would. So a lot of folks get into mandolin, realize they have to cut their nails. Maybe they have some really nice long nails and end up having to cut them. But there is a sweet spot for where you should cut them. So you know why your nails should not be too long, like we just talked about. You've probably experienced this before, where you just can't quite play because the nails are too long, or you have to have bad technique because the nails are too long. But what you may have noticed, or maybe not, is that your nails can be cut too short as well. Now, exactly where the ideal spot is going to depend on your fingers. But here's why it's important that the nails should not be cut too short. Your finger needs support from that nail. Just as much as we need that nail to not be in the way, we also need to support your finger so that it can have correct technique and so that it can consistently play a note. And if your nail's cut too short, for instance, I cut this one a little bit too short. If your nail's cut too short, then that finger is going to have too much movement in the fingertip. It's going to be hard to get a clean note every time, and it's going to be hard to be consistent. So the ideal length is going to depend a lot on how much your fingertip moves. So this middle finger here, that's the ideal length for me for that finger. It's got enough support from the fingernail that when I push down, I get the right amount of contact. The nail's not in the way, but the fingertip is supported, compared to this one where the nail is not in the way, but also the fingertip just has too much room to move. Now that's especially important for my ring finger. I call it my mushroom finger. Compared to the others, it really mushrooms out. And it's got a lot going on here down at the tip of the finger. So I really have to nail that one. So that's something you can be thinking about. I went to play and that problem I was talking about happened. My fingers shifted because there was no nail support and I didn't get a clean note. Doesn't mean you can't get a clean note. You absolutely can. Could not have illustrated my point better, and it was a complete accident. So anyway, that is what you need to know about the length of your nails. Try to find the sweet spot. They can't be too long, and they can't be too short. I'd rather it be too short than too long, because too long can actually keep you from playing if they grow too long. But be careful to get that right balance, and it's going to be a lot easier to play and make a nice tone. It's a total pain, but it's worth it. I like to use these Victorinox nail clippers. I'll throw a link down there. But these are really sharp and just really easy to get a precise cut. And I've just not noticed that from any of your normal nail clippers you buy at Walgreens or something. So I'll drop a link. I think these are pretty great. Anyway, I've also been getting a bunch of questions, just gear-related questions. Normally, nail clippers don't come up in gear discussions, but in every video I've put out for a while, there's been at least one person that's asked what pick I'm using, because you're used to seeing me with the blue chip. This is a 𝘁𝗏𝐿𝐴𝐵𝑠 Tweener 3-round. I'll drop a link down below for that too. So 𝘁𝗏𝐿𝐴𝐵𝑠 Tweener 3-round. I really like it. It's been the only pick I've used for a couple of months now. So that's the pick. Don't cut your nails too short. And if you liked this video, if this is kind of your kind of thing, then make sure to subscribe to this channel if you're watching on YouTube. Click that like button for the YouTube algorithm and click the notification bell so you don't miss anything. And if you're watching on Facebook, make sure to follow this page, click the like button for the same reason, and share this video with your friends. And I'll see you all in the next video.